Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vedran. I'm a Croatian Canadian singer-songwriter, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my songwriting process and how I wrote my song. It's too late, but before I start, let me just say that songwriting process it varies from artist to artist, and the techniques and methods that I use and what works for me might not be the same ones that work for you. But let me know how you write your songs. Let me know in the comments below this video. Do you write music first, or do you write lyrics first, or do you kind of do it at the same time? Let me know. I would like to know. So the first thing I do is when I starting to write a song is, well, I grab my guitar. Obviously, that's the first thing I do. So right after I grab my guitar, the first thing I do would be I would just like kind of play random notes, the notes that don't really have to sound like anything. It would just sort of be like a warm-up phase for me. So I would have something that sounds like this. So like I would play this for, I don't even know how long. It really depends on the song. It really depends on, uh, my mood that day and like what I'm trying to write about. Like it really varies for how long I'm gonna play it for. But thing is, I play this as long as it takes until I'm ready to go into the next step. And the next step for me would be doing the same thing, applying this same kind of technique, playing random notes, but this time I would play random chords. So it would be something that sounds like this. Like, you can tell that this doesn't really sound like a song, it doesn't sound like anything pretty much. I'm just randomly playing chords. And the thing is, I'm doing this for, I don't even know how as long as it takes. And the reason why I'm doing this for as long as it takes is because as I'm doing this for long enough time, eventually, I catch myself having something that sounds good. So fast forward, after playing these chords, randomly, for a long time, eventually I had this. So G, D, E minor. And I said to myself, okay, well, this sounds good. I kind of like that. So what I do when I find something that I have that sounds good is like I just play more of it. So it's like, okay, so I'm playing this again for as long as it takes. I'm kind of experimenting, adding some chords here and there, see if it sounds good, but I'm playing it all over again until I get into the vibe of the song, until I start feeling the song, right? So it's like, so I'm experimenting with chords. Should I add maybe like a C or D, like, what I mean? So that's like that initial first phase of songwriting process for me. So I'm like, when I have something that sounds good, I play more of it, and then on top of that I'm building up other chords, and I'm trying to like, see if they would sound good with the melody I already have. But if I'm playing this long enough, I'll get into the vibe of the song, and I'll kind of know what the song will be about. Will this be a love song? Will it be a song about something else? It really depends on the vibe that I feel from the melody at that time. So as I was playing this G, D, E minor, no, G, D, E minor, I was like humming through it, like, right? So, and the lyrics started like popping in my head. So as I'm playing these three chords, I'm thinking about the song I'm gonna write at the same time. So I'm writing about So the vibe of the song at the time was like kind of telling me, okay, I'm gonna write about from a point of view of this guy telling this girl that, you know, he found someone else and now it's late for their romance. It's a little late for, you know, to apologize. It's a little late for, you know, all the sweet talk and everything, because he found someone else now. So I kind of had like those random thoughts in my head that this song should be about that. So I just keep playing those three chords, thinking about that song should be about that, right? So I'm like just playing that, and then the lyrics that came to me after, you know, a certain period of time were these, right? So it would be, so what came to me was, little late for love, little late for tenderness, little late for romance. Ooh, baby, can't you see it's little late for you and me? And that's what I had after, you know, certain period of time. I came to, you know, implement these lyrics that I had with this melody. So that's like kind of sounded good. Okay, so I was like repeating it a few times just to like kind of get it in my head. And as you do that more often, like as you're repeating those things that sound good to you, you kind of get more and more into the vibe of the song, and then you kind of feel the song more. It's like almost like it unfolds right in front of you, and you kind of like see it already. You just gotta like write it down, right? So in this case, I had this first part of the song, and then, you know, fast forward again, applying the same technique. I felt like I needed to. This song can't just be like me playing these three chords and, you know, just kind of like talking about that. It kind of felt like it needed to go into the chorus at this point, and the chorus should be about like, you know, him making sure that she knows that it's kind of too late. It's too late for everything. It's too late. He found someone else. So again, fast forward, applying the same technique, playing it all over again, I came to this part. So I had this first part, and then it came into the chorus. So this is how it sounded. Little late for love, little late for tenderness, little late for romance. Ooh, baby, can't you see it's little late for you and me? It's too late, baby, now it's too late, baby, now it's too late. I gave my love to someone else. So I had this so far. I had that first part where it's saying it's little late for love, little late for tenderness, little late for romance. Oh baby, can't you see it's little late for you and me? And then in the chorus, it's too late, it's too late. I found, you know, it's too late, it's too late. I gave my love to someone else. So now I had the first part and I had the chorus, and I was like pretty happy the way it looked. And another thing with songwriting is like you're always trying to, even though you have something that sounds good, you're always trying to kind of like make it better, or maybe you could like play a little differently for it to sound better, or if you could like kind of like sing it in a different way for it to sound better. Like that's like a never-ending process. Like you just have to come to the point where you have to say, okay, this is what sounds good, I'm sticking to this, because there's always something that you can improve almost, right? So I had that, and then so these three chords, G, D, E minor, C, I added C, and then back to D, and that's pretty much the whole song. The chorus repeats itself using those same chords, G, D, E minor. And then after I had that first part and then the chorus, I kind of wanted to repeat that again by using different lyrics, of course. So fast forward again, it came to me that, you know, I was using these same chords, and then the lyrics that came to me at that time was like, little late for apologies, little late for hopes and dreams, little late for everything, oh baby, can't you see it's a little late for you and me. And then it goes back into the chorus and repeats itself, that repeats that same chorus. Too late, it's too late, right? So it sounded like, little late for apologies, little late for hopes and dreams, a little late for everything. Ooh, baby, can't you see it's a little late for you and me? It's too late, baby, now it's too late. Ooh, now it's too late. I gave my love to someone else. Right? And that's what I had. So I had those lyrics combined with this melody. That was the vibe of the song I was feeling at that time. And, you know, I kind of liked the way it turned out. And of course, you're always experimenting, you know, with like, oh, could you sing this maybe a different way? So at that time, I was like thinking, should I sing the chorus, you know, like, should it sound like it's too late? Baby, now it's too late. I gave my love to someone else. To someone else. To someone else I gave my love. Oh. Or should I just leave it as like, you know, I gave my love to someone else, without saying anything, right? Or should it be like someone else I gave my love? Or it stays like, right? Those are the things like you gotta like kind of like as a songwriter decide what you want to do. But I decided like, you know, it depends on you know what you want and on your kind of mood that day, like the way you feel a song should sound like, is, you know, that's how you make a decision what should be. But the reason I picked this song is because it feels like pretty simple song. It only has a 4 chords. It's not really, you know, hard to play, and it will be kind of like the easiest sort of to explain how my songwriting process works. But so yeah, if we go through it again, it's like random notes picking, like playing random notes, then applying that same technique to chords, playing random chords over again, and then you play that long enough until you have something that sounds good. Sometimes you'll have, you know, period where you like you can't find anything that sounds good, but that's fine too, you know, because it doesn't come to you, you know, every time. So but the longer you do it, and you know, you're gonna kind of figure out what works best for you. And then, you know, once you find something that sounds good, then you just kind of repeat it until you get into the vibe of the song. Like you almost like you go into the song as you play it, you know, and then you write from that perspective, you know. So and that's kind of the best way I can explain it in a short period of time. I'm trying to like explain this long process in the shortest amount of time that I can. So that's pretty much what it sounds. So in the end, when I, you know, had everything on the paper, you know, written down, had my chords, you know, I kind of liked it. So this is in the end how the song sounds. Little late for love, little late for tenderness, little late for romance. Oh baby, can't you see it's a little late for you and me? It's too late, baby, now it's too late. Baby, now it's too late. I gave my love to someone else, to someone else, to someone else. I gave my love. Oh, little late for apologies, little late for hopes and dreams, little late for So yeah, that's the end product, so to speak. There's always little things you can fix here and there and stuff like that, but that's you know majority of it is done, right? So that's how a song sounds in the end, right? So please let me know what you think about this songwriting process. Is it the same one that you're applying as well or not? Please let me know. And in case I missed something, you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And until next video and until next time, keep listening to good music, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.